We are doing some really cool stuff today, working on the pine. We will need our pine, some PL glue, and 18 gauge brad nailer. This is what I have left. This is where a pot light's going to be coming through, and then we're going to have another one kind of coming through in the same location just over here. And then it's just kind of tying in the pine. You can see right here this little groove spot, dark spot. That's a transition from where the top of the van actually bumps down 2 inches. I decided that I'm going to have a little transition piece right here. It's going to look something like this. I know this is very tiny, but for example, this is going to fit in. It'll hide that and then carry on with this 2-inch bump out. So I think it's going to look really good. And yeah, I think it's going to look good. So I'll walk you guys through just finishing off the rest of this side of the roof. And then we can kind of get into doing the walls itself. So let's jump at it. One thing I'll do with these boards is I'll just check it over first. Look for any knots, for any imperfections, any cracks. A lot of this pine can be really warped as well. So check the length of it and see if there's any cupping or crowning. Find the best pieces and then you can kind of cut out of that. So that's just a little something to kind of keep in mind. Just going to cut some of these boards. I have exactly 9 left, which is the exact amount that I need, which is awesome. But got to cut them to length. They're cut to 32 and 15/16, which is going to butt up right against that backboard. And then it's going to butt in to right where a transition strip is going to go. So it'll fit perfect. A little bit of glue. Light tap with a hammer and pretty well secured. I'll take the brad and shoot it into the tongue. Like right here, I'm not going to shoot because that's where my electrical is. But if you shoot it into the tongue twice, it's in there pretty good. I'm also going to be going around and doing some spray foam just in the little space. I've left a space accordingly for the pot lights. And then anywhere else, I'm just throwing a little bit of spray foam in there. You can get different types of spray foam. One's low expansion and one's a high expansion to fill bigger gaps. The bigger gap spray foam tends to, if it doesn't have a space to expand into, it's going to bow your boards and push out. So this stuff is the low expansion stuff. It's meant for windows and doors. It doesn't bow. This is the stuff to go for. I'm just going to set up again, put in the next board, and then we'll figure out where our pot light's going to be going. Our next board's going to be another 32 15/16. It was pretty clear, but I am working with stuff that I got for free, so it's not going to be absolutely perfect. This one right here is where we're marking out the pot light. Before I put down any glue, just set in your board for where it's going to sit. Now I know that I want it to be center of this board, but I also want it to match this pot light location. So measuring off the back side of the wall, measure 17 inches to center. So we'll just transfer over 17 inches to center. And then these boards are 5 inches in width. So I'll hook on to the groove there and get it centered at 2.5 inches. We'll take this and cut that out. Hole saw is a really handy tool. That's weird. So I'm maybe not as much of an idiot as I thought. Looks like it caught on something. The drill bit is super messed up. So I'm gonna get a new one and we'll do this better. Got the hole cut. See, when it skipped out, it had cut a groove in this. I'm just gonna sand it, put some wood filler in there. So these pot lights I got from Amazon, came in a pack of 6. They're pretty cute. They're a warm white, which is what I want, but they are pretty tiny. This is what they look like. Very tiny little clips that set into the roof. I am not an electrician, so I'm not going to give you tips on how to do this because I don't want you to burn yourself down. However, I watch a lot of YouTube, so I'm pretty certain I'm doing it the right way. If I'm not, somebody let me know and I will change up my tactics. So as long as you make sure that your positives stay your positives and your negatives stay your negatives, then you'll be good. I'm a very impatient person and I want to test the lights, see if they actually work. So I'm gonna just go to the other end of the wire over there and put it on the positive and negative of this battery. See if it works. Hopefully I don't burn them out or anything crazy, but we'll see. So this one, Milwaukee. So in there, the red was positive and this was negative. So yeah, baby, that's awesome. And now they got the lights up, which is fantastic. I'm working on the bump out. Hi, darling. What are you doing? Want me to put your helmet on? See, do you want to look at it so you can help yourself clip? Okay, clip it. Clip it. There.
There you go.
Okay.
Yay, let's
Have
go
fun.
riding. Okay. Say bye, Dada.
Bye, baby.
Love you.
Love you. The van has a little bump out, or it bumps up to the actual roof. 2 inches, and then I did a 3.5-inch rip at 10 degrees, long to long, and then right here is where I started. What I found the best is that I just put up small pieces first, and I created a template, and from that template I expanded and made the bigger ones. So that's what I'm doing now, is just finishing that last one. I just have to cut it to length, and then we can kind of play around with where it's going to fit the best. So I got these 2 sections cut, so we're just gonna put these guys together. It's just important to use some glue to set it in place. So I just put a little bit of wood glue on this piece, and then we're gonna brad nail this guy together, and then we'll get it up there. Just doing a little test fit here quick, but it'll go into the groove, and then push it up into place. Looks pretty good. There's obviously a little tiny gap right here in the back, but it's okay. I'm actually, although it was a mistake, it's actually nice because I can put the nozzle of the spray foam in there and fill that up in there. So less draft, but it's also small enough that I can just kind of fill that later on. So not too worried about it. I was going to do the transition strip, but I used the brad nailer to hold this section in place just so it would plane out nicely with the other board. So I don't want to cut that yet. I want to let the glue cure first, and then I can put that in. So I think that's pretty much it for today. I'm super excited though on the amount of progress that we got done. It's nice to see that the lights are working, the roof, which is probably the most labor intensive part of this build, is almost done. And yeah, just excited to see the coffee bus kind of take shape. A lot of work left to do, but I'm excited to get this thing on the road. It's coming together, and I'm absolutely fired up. Thanks for following along. Won't be long before I'm on the road, and so you guys are in the Oceanside Parksville area. As soon as this thing can brew a coffee, you'll be the first to get it. So hope you guys learned something. I know I did. I'm trying to learn something new every single day, and when I don't know something, I'll ask somebody, I'll watch YouTube or whatever. So in terms of doing pine and the application of that, whether it's in a van or you're in your home, it's pretty well the same. Thank you for following along, and I just appreciate you. See you guys. You want to turn the lights on? Okay, let's go turn the lights on. Help? Okay. Oh, you got it. Do you like the van? Do you want to drive it? Good job, baby.